Before we get into names, schemes, and future implications, this is really about one thing: change. A major philosophical shift in how the Dallas Cowboys want to play defense, how they want to develop talent, and how they want to compete in a league that's getting younger, faster, and more aggressive every single year. I'm Carlos Eduardo, and today I want to talk directly to Cowboys fans about the hiring of Christian Parker as the new defensive coordinator, what this move really means for Dallas, and how, in my opinion, it could reshape the identity of this team a lot sooner than people expect. When the Cowboys announced Christian Parker as their new defensive coordinator, the reaction around the league was interesting. It wasn't loud shock. It wasn't skepticism. It was respect, quiet respect. The kind of reaction that usually comes when people inside NFL buildings already know something the public is just starting to learn. From my perspective, this hire tells us that Dallas is finally stepping away from its comfort zone. For years, this franchise leaned toward experience, toward familiarity, toward coordinators who had already sat in the head coach's chair somewhere else. There was a sense of safety in that approach. But safety hasn't delivered championships. Christian Parker is 34 years old. No head coaching background. No defensive coordinator resume at the NFL level. And yet, this might be one of the most forward-thinking hires this organization has made in a long time. If I'm being honest with Cowboys fans, this move feels intentional. It feels like the Cowboys looked at the state of the league, looked at how defenses are evolving, and said, we can't keep doing things the same way and expect different results. This is Dallas football. This is expectation. This is pressure. The Cowboys are not just another franchise. This is America's team. That label comes with history, with weight, and with a standard that goes back decades. Tom Landry didn't build this team by following trends late. Roger Staubach didn't lead with fear. Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, they were part of a system that believed in identity, discipline, and innovation at the right time. What I see with this hire is a return to that mindset. Christian Parker is viewed around the league as a rising star. Not just a future defensive coordinator, but potentially a future head coach. That matters, because teams don't talk that way about assistants unless there's substance behind it. During his time with Philadelphia, Parker earned a reputation as a high-level teacher. Players didn't just execute under him. They understood why they were doing what they were doing. That's a big difference, especially for a Cowboys defense that, in 2025, struggled with communication, blown coverages, and situational awareness. From my perspective, that's where the biggest change could come immediately. Let's talk about the context. The 2025 Cowboys defense was historically bad by franchise standards. Too many explosive plays allowed. Too many third down failures. Too many moments where the defense simply looked disconnected. That's not just a talent issue. That's a structure issue. And this roster has talent. Micah Parsons is one of the most disruptive defensive players in football. When used correctly, he can change games by himself. Trevon Diggs, when healthy, is still a ball hawk who can flip momentum in a single snap. Darren Bland showed that instincts and preparation still matter in today's NFL. This is not a bare cupboard. In my opinion, Parker's biggest challenge and opportunity will be maximizing what's already here instead of forcing players into rigid roles. What I like about Parker's background is the diversity of influence. He's worked under coaches who emphasize discipline, disguise, and adaptability. That shows up in how secondaries communicate, how linebackers pass off routes, how defenses adjust post-snap. And that's exactly where Dallas has been lacking. From my perspective, this could mean fewer predictable looks. Fewer moments where quarterbacks know exactly where to go with the football before the snap. More simulated pressure. More flexibility with Micah Parsons. More responsibility placed on defensive backs to think, not just react. That's modern NFL defense. And yes, there's already buzz that Parker's stay in Dallas might be short if he succeeds. Some people see that as a problem. I don't. If I'm being honest, that's the kind of problem you want to have. It means you hire the right guy. It means your defense improved. It means your players developed. And it means the Cowboys finally position themselves as a place where elite coaching talent can thrive. The NFC East is not forgiving. Philadelphia, New York, Washington, none of those games are easy. Division matchups expose weaknesses. They test preparation. They punish hesitation. In my opinion, Parker's presence could be the difference in those tight games where one defensive stop changes the season. And let's not forget the environment. AT&T Stadium is not just a building. It's a stage. When that defense is flying around, when the crowd is loud, when momentum shifts, that place becomes a real advantage. But only if the defense gives fans something to believe in. What I see on this roster is a group that needs clarity, needs direction, needs a coordinator who can connect scheme with execution. Christian Parker might be young. He might be new. But sometimes youth brings clarity. Sometimes it brings hunger. Sometimes it brings the courage to do things differently. This move tells me the Cowboys are done playing it safe on defense. From my perspective, this is not about 2026 alone. This is about setting a foundation, about building a defensive identity that can grow with the roster, not fight against it. And if Parker succeeds, if this defense takes a real step forward, then yes, other teams will come calling. That's the reality of the league. But until then, Dallas has a chance to turn a weakness into a strength. This is opportunity. This is evolution. This is Dallas deciding that the future matters more than the comfort of the past. And for Cowboys fans, that should feel exciting.